of that trio that was in the hunt for the championship down to the final lap. He's decided to take this year off, but he is still here. He's helping out a couple of teams, making sure that they can get to that next step. Then we went into the Bandoleros, and Doug, what a season they had.
Oh, absolutely. We saw the dominance from newcomer Reese Bogue, who's back here again trying to repeat that similar type of season, all the wins he had. And very exciting for him. You know, Samantha Dell had a great year. She won 3 races, I believe. And the eventual champion there being Giovanni Ruggiero, who did a tremendous job throughout. We saw the Bandoleros were some of my favorite racing all year. And, you know, I guess you'd expect more from the seasoned veterans who have been racing year after year after year after year. But some of these kids, even in their first year, second year, put on some great battles last year that came down to the wire.
And while Giovanni is not defending his title in the Bandoleros, he has moved up into the next Pit Stop Legends, so he will be competing with them as well in his rookie season. And tonight we've got 26 Legends, we've got 22 Sport 4s, 18 Pure Stocks, and between the Bandits and the Outlaws on the Seekonk Grand Prix Bandoleros, we've got 25 cars there. Great field of teams. I know we had a couple of casualties earlier, but ladies and gentlemen, our 2020 season rolling out onto the track right now, and this is our first event of the season. Let's give you the starting lineup. Starting on the pole after qualifying in the Seekonk Grand Prix Bandolero Bandits. From Warwick, Rhode Island, driving the Lamar & Sons Mechanical Contractors, Jerry's General Maintenance, A&A Auto Parts, International CDL, car number 78, it is Colin Vaness.
To the outside of Colin Vaness out of Warwick, Rhode Island, the Teddy Welch Racing number 11, Rhode Island, for Nick Uhrig Jr.
Nick, a second-generation racer, his first time behind the wheel. 2 rows back in car number 99. From Westport, Mass., that's the Helger South Coast Power Equipment Machine, the 99 for Richie Helger Jr.
Number 31 starts on the outside of row number 2, 2 number 31s this year. This one out of Waterford, Connecticut. The CriticalTint.com, Critical Signs, and AJC Landscaping number 31 for Brody Monahan.
Just on the grid is car number 11 from Warwick, Rhode Island, the International CDL, A&A Auto Parts, Anchor Paws Rescue, car number 11. From Warwick, it's Ryan Vaness Jr.
To the outside of Vaness out of Huntington Station, New York, the 31 NY for Darren Krantz.
Next up on the grid, car number 47. And that is the Roadie Disposal Machine for North Smithfield, Rhode Island's Adam Harrison.
To the outside of Harrison out of Oakdale, Connecticut, the number 8 for Ethan Dion.
Propane Plus and Signs by 6 bring us car number 25. Out of Taunton, Mass., it is Brent Robideau.
Out of Marshfield, Mass., on the outside row, President's Landscaping number 76, that's Mike Hannafin.
And starting on the inside of the 6th and final row, out of Forestdale, the Billick Builders number 29 for Zacharias Kelly.
And rounding out the field out of Colchester, Connecticut, the 99 Connecticut of Melania Schlosky.
So some first-timers out on the racetrack getting ready for the 3rd mile here. And a couple of pace laps. I want to thank Preferred Towing. Mark Labby and the gang from Preferred Towing for continuing to be a part of our safety team. You can see him out there pacing the field, getting them at a good pace. He is the official tow company here at the Seekonk Speedway, and a big thanks to Mark and the gang. Kyle Souza assumes the duties up on the starter stand, and the clinch green flag is given to the field. Mark pulls out of line and lets the field stroll by. Down on the inside, Nick Uhrig Jr. in the number 11. The 78 of Colin Vaness, ready to have at it at the top of the field. They come through turns 3 and 4. Kyle Souza looks them over, waves the green flags. We're underway for our first event of 2020.
Green flag in the air, that bottom line gets moving quickly. Colin Vaness to the lead. He has Richie Helger right behind him, and the 31 of Brody Monahan, bumper to bumper down into turn 3.
Brody takes a big look on the inside, slides up the racetrack trying to get by the 99 of Helger. Meanwhile, Vaness getting split down the front stretch as the 31 of Krantz, the New York driver, down on the inside, trying to make some noise there. And here comes the 8 of Ethan Dion through the middle. He makes some moves, gets by Harrison and Urig.
Down into turn number 1, 3-car breakaway there for your top 3 of Vaness. And the 99 of Helger loses it just a little bit. Monahan down to the inside as they race into turn number 3. He's going to clear Helger as they race off 4.
Trouble for Kelly on the front stretch. That's going to bring out the caution as he comes to a stop just past the start-finish line. And we are slowed up with 3 laps up on the board. And now we get that car refired.
Some great racing throughout the entire field to start off.
We've got Connecticut drivers on a regular basis as part of our Fast Fridays in all of our divisions. You add a ferry ride to it, and it makes it a little bit more grueling, if you will. He's not the first competitor we've had from New York. We've had a Legends driver. We had a Pro Stock driver for a couple of years as well, making the trip over from Long Island. So a big thank you for them for making Seekonk Speedway part of your 2020 program. We appreciate the drive out, as well as all of our competitors, whether you're from Taunton or Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Connecticut, New York. We don't mind. Welcome down. New Hampshire, we've got competitors from there as well that have made the trip. So the field is set. Mario will give the field a crossover signal. Colin Vaness, Richie Helger at the top of the field, Brody Monahan. Second generation racers in their street stocks and sportsman divisions. Ryan Vaness fourth, and Krantz rounding out the top 5. Looking the field over, ready to have at it off the corner. Mario looks him over, waves the green flag. We're back underway. And again, Colin Vaness gets a good jump on the field, but he's got the 31 of Monahan glued to his bumper. Here comes Krantz right through down on the inside. Dion trying to fill the hole in down on the inside, but Helger's able to drop in down low.
Bottom lane moving to bottom 5. You see Dion underneath the 11 of Vaness as they race side by side down into turn number 1. Colin Vaness, though, he is your leader right now. Brody Monahan all over his tails. They race into 3.
Nose to tail through the corners they come, and we are 4 laps in, 15 laps the total distance, and the 31 of Krantz seems to be one of the fastest cars on the track as he is looking for some running room. Takes a look to the outside of Monahan. Monahan down to the inside of the 78. We got a lap car of Kelly right in front as they come through the corners as they touch the 99 of Helger, the 78 of Vaness make contact. Kelly awfully slow. That's going to bring out the caution and bring us back to lap number 4. So some heads-up driving by the front drivers, Monahan, Krantz, Helger, and Colin Vaness, as they all jockeyed for position down there.
Yeah, coming out of turn 4, a close call there from the 99 of Helger and the 78 of Vaness, able to sneak underneath Kelly as he was slowing. Coming off turn number 4, made a bit of contact, but looks like
not all the cars crossed at lap number 5, only a handful did before the caution was thrown. So the field is set. Colin Vaness, Brody Monahan ready to bring the field down as they come off of turn number 4. There's the green one more time. We're back underway. Helger gets a look down to the inside of the 31. They come off of turn number 4, 2 side by side for that second position.
Cross stop still 2 through 5th as they all chase Colin Vaness off turn number 4. Outside lane, the 31s trying to tandem there, move up into that second and third position. It's the 31 of Monahan to the outside of Helger, still side by side down the back.
Monahan looks like it takes him a little bit longer to get rolling up to speed, but once he does, he's fast, and look at him gain off of turn number 4, gets a run on Helger as Dion takes a look. He makes contact with the Helger machine, and that puts Krantz back up to 3rd. Here comes Ryan Vaness up to 5th. fifth, looking for fourth as Dion shuts the door.
And here comes a pass for the lead. Brody Monahan down below the 78 of Vaness with Krantz right on his rear bumper. He's going to make the pass, as is Krantz. The 31s take first and second off 2.
Down into turns 3 and 4 they come. 15 laps the distance. We're at the halfway point. 8 laps complete. And Brody Monahan leads the charge across the stripe. Darren Krantz right up on his tail. Takes a look to the top side. Settles it in back behind. Takes a look down low down the back straightaway. He's looking for the lead. It's a 3.
Darren Krantz, he backs up just a little bit, loose through the corner. Monahan's going to be able to open up that lead by about 2 car lengths as they cross the stripe and head on down into 1. Don't look now, though. Colin Vaness closing that gap from 3rd.
Behind them, a battle for that 4th position. Ryan Vaness in that black and yellow number 11. Looking to the high side of Ethan Dion in that bright orange number 8. They're running side by side. Richie Helger right there behind. That's the battle for 4th, 5th, and 6th. And it's a half a straightaway back to the 47 of Adam Harrison, who sits in that 8th spot.
Side by side, Dion and Vaness with Helger right on Dion's bumper, still battling, looking 3 wide. Helger falls in behind Dion as they race down into 1 and 2, still side by side, Vanessa and Dion.
While those 3 are battling for that 4th, 5th, and 6th position, the battle up front has gone a little bit tighter over the last couple of laps. The 31 of Krantz is closed back in on the 31 of Brody Monahan. Takes a look to the rear bumper off of turn number 2. Monahan keeping that black and white number 31, the critical tint machine, glued to that inside lane. Not going to let it an easy go. 2 laps to go in the first main event of 2020, the Seekonk Grand Prix Bandolero Bandits.
2 to go, and down the back, Krantz looking to make his move. He's all over the rear bumper of Brody Monahan as they enter 3 and exit turn number 4. White flag in the air for the Bandits.
White flag, and Krantz takes another look to the high side. Brody Monahan glued to the inside lane off of turn number 2. Down the back stretch they go, nose to tail. Krantz has one more shot. Down to the inside he goes, takes a look. Monahan shuts the door, and Brody Monahan will go down in the record books as the first official winner of our 75th season here at Seekonk Speedway. Second place going to Darren Krantz, a great run for that rookie. 3rd place to Colin Vaness. Ryan Vaness just missing that spot for 4th, and Ethan Dion rounding out the top 5. Richie Helger 6th, Adam Harrison 7th, Nick Urig 8th, Melania Shaloski 9th, and Mike Hannafin rounding out the top 10 at the stripe. So there you have your first feature event of 2020. Ladies and gentlemen, give a round of applause for Brody Monahan.
Brody, congratulations. Welcome to overtime of our victory here at Seekonk Speedway.
Well,
Go ahead.
Speak away.
I'll just hold it.
Just say it.
Well, tonight, I'm happy, and
That's ridiculous.
I'd like the people I'd like to thank is first of all starting off with Critical Signs for being up. My dad was about up till like 3 a.m. in the morning just trying to finish the car and make it look presentable, and
Great job.
I'd like to thank him for working on it
I love you so
these past few weeks and trying to get it ready. And I'd like to thank my mom and my grandparents for coming out to support. And
Uncle Diego, that was the rest of the race.
yeah, and
Let's go.
I'd like to thank my Uncle Diego and my Aunt Rachel for coming.
That's it. Tell them enjoy the show, everybody.
And,
Let's go racing.
Let's go racing, people.
All right, that's good. Hey, Brody Monahan, ladies and gentlemen, our first official winner for